Hello and welcome. My name's Oliver Rolfe. I'm CEO and founder of Spartan International Executive Search. A topic which is coming up quite a lot at the moment, and especially in this current market with a lot of structural and regulatory movements, it's why the CEO and heads of businesses tend to hire from the firms that they've just come from, or at least firms that they've worked at previously. Now, for me, I was in exactly the same boat as many people. I was always wondering, why would you leave one firm and take exactly the same staff from one firm to another where it may not have even worked at the first firm to start with? Now, if you can put yourself in the situation of being a CEO or a head of a business for a moment, and take, for example, that you've never been in that position before, and this is actually extremely important. So you may have been in the business for, say, 20 years, whether it's equities, buy side, sell side, different industry, it actually doesn't really matter. Most CEOs and heads of businesses tend to do the same thing, and it's usually for one or two reasons. Now, if I was going to be a new head of a business somewhere, obviously the first thing you want to do is make a huge impact, and no doubt you would have a franchise to support your business case and hopefully generate you revenues. You may not be a front office focused individual, and therefore it's about strategy and marketing and the wider business. When you're a head of a bank, you want to have people in place that you trust and you can rely on, and that no matter what happens, they will tell you what is going on in that department, for good or for bad. Let me highlight this in another way. So you've been in your job for 6 months, you haven't changed the staff around you, and there's a problem with fixed income, for example. And fixed income is lost many millions for one reason or other, and the head of the team wants to rectify this himself, so that he doesn't have to go back to you as head of equities or CEO and give you the bad news. However, at this point, you do have an element of difficulty, shall we say. Now, I always believe in these scenarios, you're better to share the burden, have two heads or three or more, and come up with a solution that makes the best sense for the firm, for the company, for the team, and all in sundry. However, had you have had someone that you trusted in that position, someone who maybe was loyal to you, possibly even a friend, but certainly a colleague that you respected, you trusted in that area, and you're willing to give them freedom in the knowledge that you would definitely know everything that's happening in that department, for good or for bad. So if you take back in that same scenario where you have a head of fixed income who is a colleague or someone who is loyal to you, if they have a negative situation, if they have an element where they're unsure or potentially they're losing money, they will bring that straight to you. They will give you the heads up, let you know exactly what is happening. Hopefully together you can strategize a decision and a process that works, or at least can be implemented to either stop the flow or the negative flow out of the business, or even potentially turn that tide around and make it into a positive. Now, I know this is a very simplified way, but if you take this view for a CEO or a head of to move from one firm to another, it is obvious in many respects that they do hire from previous firms, whether it was a firm before, where they're currently active, they know who's in charge, they know how they're working, and maybe they can move those strategies from one firm to another. And additionally, there is one other value-added proposition. If you hire the right people from your competitors, you are weakening your competitors. You could be weakening them strategically, or in personnel, or even in motivation. If you can take out the right people from your rivals and your competitors, you can certainly make them unstable, you can certainly weaken them, and you can certainly create doubts within their department. And at the same time, elevate yours, both internally to your competitors. I certainly hope this video has been useful, if not interesting. I look forward to seeing you again soon, and remember, stay positive. For now, all you need to do is subscribe, like, and comment below with any questions and queries you may have, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you very much.